Hare Krishna everyone, we're continuing to read the Teachings of Lord Kapila, the book by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Chapter 8, Bhakti Yoga, the Supreme Yoga System. Continuing. Everyone has an occupational duty as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Shudra. But one does not have to give up his occupational duty to take to Krishna consciousness. And if one takes to Krishna consciousness but does not succeed, what has he lost? Even if he falls down, there is no loss. On the other hand, if a man perfectly performs his own duties, Sva-dharma, but is not Krishna conscious, what does he gain? There is actually no gain. Kapila Deva explains that once one takes to the path of Bhakti Yoga, one never actually falls down. Once begun, Bhakti Yoga continues, even if one temporarily falls down. One is given another chance by taking birth in a good family, either in a wealthy family, a learned family, or a Brahmana family. If one executes his duties as a Brahmana, Vishnu will be very pleased, and if one executes his duties perfectly as a Kshatriya or Shudra, Vishnu will also be very pleased. One does not have to change one's position. In Bhagavad Gita 18.46, Shri Krishna says that every man can become perfect by following his qualities of work. Yatah pravritir bhutanam yena sarvam idam tatam svakarmana tam abhyarchya siddhim vindati manavaha. Quote, by worship of the Lord, who is the source of all beings and who is all-pervading, man can, in the performance of his own duty, attain perfection. Unquote. Thus, if one executes his duties as a perfect Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, or whatever, Vishnu will be pleased. The purpose of work is to please Vishnu. Unfortunately, people have forgotten this. Varnashrama Dharma, the Vedic system of society, is therefore very important in that it is meant to give human beings a chance to perfect their lives by pleasing Krishna. Unfortunately, the Varnashrama Dharma has been lost in this age. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just to give credit to the rotting, conditioned souls of this age of Kali Yuga, has given us the Maha Mantra. Harir Nama, Harir Nama, Harir Namaiva Kevalam, Kalau nastyeva, nastyeva, nastyeva gatiranyata. Quote, in this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is chanting of the holy name of the Lord. There is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. Unquote. Brihandaradya Purana. Although we may try to revive the perfect Varnashrama system, it is not possible in this age. People are fallen, disturbed, and unfortunate. Prayena upayasah shabya kala vasmin yuge jana manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya hyupadrutaha. Quote, O learned one, in this iron age of Kali, men have but short lives. They are quarrelsome, lazy, misguided, unlucky, and above all, always disturbed." Unquote. Srimad-Bhagavatam 1.1.10. In this age, there will be insufficient rainfall and food, and the government will plunder one's income by heavy taxation. All of these characteristics of Kali Yuga are described in Srimad-Bhagavatam. People will become so disgusted that they will suddenly leave their wife and children and go to the forest. How can the peaceful Varnashrama Dharma be revived when people are so harassed in this age? It is virtually impossible. Therefore, the system of Bhakti Yoga, the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, should be adopted. The whole aim of Bhakti Yoga is to satisfy Vishnu. Yagyai Sankirtana Prayai. Vishnu, Krishna, came himself as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to teach us the way of Sankirtana. Presently, it has become fashionable to manufacture a new system of religion. But Kapila Deva, like Krishna, does not manufacture anything new. This system is not new, but very old, Pura. Krishna also says the same in Bhagavad Gita 4.2. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo vidu. Quote, "This supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly kings understood it in that way." Unquote. Thus, Krishna and Kapila Deva are not teaching anything new. They're simply repeating the same message because in the course of time, the knowledge has been lost. Arjuna asks, "Why are you telling me? Why not another? Why are you telling me? Why not another?" Shri Krishna answers, "Bhaktosi me sakachati." Quote, "Because you are my devotee as well as my friend." Unquote. Bhagavad Gita 4.3. Thus, without being a bhakta, a devotee of Krishna's, one cannot actually understand the science of Bhakti Yoga. Understanding Bhakti Yoga means understanding Krishna. Understanding Bhagavad Gita means understanding Krishna. All this information is explained only in the Bhakti Sampradaya, not in any other school. Therefore, Krishna says at the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita 18.55, "Bhaktya mama abhijanati." If one actually wants to understand Krishna and one's relationship with him, one must take to this process of Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga, as explained by Lord Kapila Deva, is Sankhya Yoga. Lord Kapila Deva states here, "Tamimam te pravakshyami yammavocham puranange." Puranaghe. The word anaghe refers to one without sin. The word agha refers to past sins, and an means without. Therefore, one cannot understand Krishna consciousness unless he is free from sin. Yesham tvanta gatam papam. One can stick to Krishna consciousness only when one is completely free from all sinful reactions. One may say, "That will take some time. I cannot get free from sinful reactions overnight." However, Krishna says, No. This can be done immediately. Simply surrender unto me, and I will absolve you from all sin. Thus, by simply surrendering unto Krishna, our spiritual life begins. We have to understand that we receive different bodies due to our sinful activities. Now we are given a chance to execute our duty in the human form. Bahunam janmanam ante. We have received this body through the evolutionary processes, and this human form is a great opportunity. Narottam Das Thakur sings, Hari Hari Vipale Janama Gunainu. Quote, My dear Lord Krishna, I have simply wasted my time. Why? Manushya Janama Paya Radha Krishna Nabhajiya Janiya Shuniya Vishakainu. Quote, because I have received the human form of life, which is meant for understanding Krishna. Yet, I have simply wasted my time by not taking advantage of this opportunity. I have done everything but worship Radha Krishna. Therefore, I have taken poison knowingly. Unquote. When one takes poison knowingly, he commits suicide, and not taking advantage of the human form is something like that. If we do not understand Krishna in this life, we are knowingly taking poison. This material life is just like a blazing forest fire. Eating, sleeping, enjoying sex, and defending are the main material activities. When we are engaged simply in these things, our hearts are always burning, as if we had taken poison. How can we be cured? Golokera premadhana harinama sankirtana ratina janmila kenetaya. Quote, My dear Lord, you have given us the medicine of Harinama Sankirtana, the chanting of the Hare Krishna. Unfortunately, I have no attraction for your holy names. Unquote. It is also stated, Vrajendranandana yeisha chisuta haila sei balarama haila nitai. Quote, Krishna has now come as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the son of Mother Shachi, and Balaram has come as Lord Nityananda. Unquote. What is their business? What is their business? They are delivering all kinds of sinful men simply by chanting Hare Krishna. They're delivering them. And what is the evidence of this? The evidence is that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu delivered the sinful Jagai and Madhai. At the present moment, everyone is like Jagai and Madhai, for everyone is intoxicated and mad after sex. Now, by the grace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, thousands of Jagais and Madhais are being delivered. It is this active medicine, this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, that is doing it. It is the perfect yoga system. This process is not manufactured, and we have not concocted anything. Our business is simply to accept the words of Krishna as they are. Shri Krishna himself characterizes his devotee in this way. In what way? We will read tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in today. The link to this book is in the description. Please check out our website, shravanamdiaries.com. Read these books and help the burning fire inside of your hearts. Help to extinguish it and finally feel peace and joy and spiritual, transcendental bliss and happiness. Yes, this is what we are after. Krishna consciousness. So, yes, we shall see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.